Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Pegassi Toreador. And I'm about to find out if it'll off-road in the snow. That's right. The snow may be gone in GTA Online, but we recorded, I think six or eight vehicles while it was snowing during the week of Christmas. So we have a few things to bring you. So at the outset, the colors may look a little weird. Right now, that's because I let Adobe do a little bit of light balancing to try to brighten things up. So I know a lot of you guys watch on mobile, and really dark scenes in mobile are very difficult to see. So I brightened things up, adjusted the colors back down as best I could. But once you start messing with exposure and brightness and shadows and stuff like that, things look weird. But at least you can see the car a little bit better, and the track that we're driving on almost makes it look like the sun's about to come up. In reality, it was pitch black dark out when we were recording this. So that's why the colors look a little bit strange. So, you know, in case you were wondering, in case you were feeling like, God, what's wrong on my phone? Why do the colors look so bad? No, it's the video. It just makes colors a little washed out. But it definitely gives us a lot of brightness that was otherwise not available. Of course, the moon is full on the night we were recording these, so that does help somewhat. But both vehicles today are going to start out at least in the dark. So there went Sven flying off to the side. And hey, speaking of things flying around and people doing really weird stuff in cars, make sure you are playing Will It Off-Road Bingo. The link is in the description down below. Just click on Generate a Card once you get there, and then click or tap on stuff that happens in the video. And if you win bingo, be sure to put it in the comments down below, because, well, I'd like to have more Will It Off-Road Bingo winners. And while we're talking about stuff that's available for Will It Off-Road, there is a behind-the-scenes version of these videos where all the edits and things, basically you get to see our full run, up, down, back up, and the shenanigans that happen in between, along with hearing all of our hijinks in Discord, and that is available to channel supporters, whether you be a Patreon supporter, a Twitch subscriber, or a YouTube member. All of those get access to the Vainglorious supporters channels on Discord, on the Vainglorious Discord, and I post a link to the behind the scenes videos, those unlisted ad-free videos in the supporters channel, so you can get in on that action. Speaking of Twitch subscribers, it doesn't matter whether you use Prime, if somebody gifted the subscription to you, or if you actually paid for the subscription out of pocket. All three of those subscriptions on Twitch all count. So the Toreador, a lot of wheel spin. That pretty much sums up this run. Ton of wheel spin. It really struggled to put the power down. Because of that, you know, it took a little while to get up here. But it's not a bad time. I mean, we're just now above 3 minutes, and we're making our final climb amid lots more wheel spin. Up and over that last rock, and we're at the top of Mount Chiliad, 3 minutes, 16 seconds. So will it off-road? Yes, had to get that shot of Commander Hobo flying over me, because that was pretty spectacular. But yeah, it'll off-road in the snow. Did really well, actually. That makes it the #1 Sports Classics car. 22 seconds ahead of both of the Vapid retinues. They had nearly identical times. It was really surprising. With they are in second and third. The regular retinue and then the Mark II is in third. It's 22 seconds faster than those two little cars could do, so kind of impressive from the Toreador. It is number 11 overall out of now 42, 43, maybe 44 vehicles that we've tested. It is 2 seconds faster than a Dominator GTX, but 7 seconds slower than an Insurgent. When it comes to the snow, faster cars tend to really lose their advantages. And of course the Insurgent, oh, there's Sven just gracefully flying in the background. The Insurgent it doesn't have a whole lot of power to really get a lot of speed, but it has a ton of grip thanks to its all-wheel drive and big beefy suspension and all that good stuff. So it does really, really well. And of course, you can check the stats of today's vehicles as well as everything that has ever been tested in Will It Off-Road. And not only Will It Off-Road in the snow, but regular Will It Off-Road. In the description down below, there is a link to a spreadsheet that has it all broken down. For regular Will It Off-Road, it's broken down just 1 through 300 and something. In ascent order, then there's another tab at the bottom you can click on that breaks it down by class, so you can see where they come in their class. And then there is a third tab that shows you Will It Off-Road and the snow performance. Because there's only 40 some odd vehicles, I don't break it down by both ascent and class. The numbers are there for the class, but I just left it sorted by ascent. And hi, Sven. Sven was in a very awkward spot, so I landed on top of him. Posted a picture in our GTA Online chat room on Discord of the moment of the impact. Our cars were actually about halfway merged into one another right there. It's kind of cool. But our downhill control descent here has been fairly easy. I mean, mainly because I'm not using my booster. And I think these two guys, Sven and Donkey, are showing why I have not used my booster yet. Because they're all over the place. I mean, they're having more fun than me, but that's all right. But the Toreador has a lot of grip, so it does fairly well. I also like driving it at night because you get to see the little flames that are permanently there at the exhaust, just waiting to kick the rocket boosters in. I think that's a nice little touch on this car, that it has those flames there. I dig it. But look, I mean, I can get quite a bit of speed with this thing, even in the snow. It has the grip for the cornering, just not to put the power down. But we're down off the mountain in 2 minutes, 58 seconds. Time to go back to the top of Mount Chiliad. Well, after Hobo lands in the distance. Well, on his roof. Go into summer car mode, just because, you know, why not? And boost. It kind of looks like an airplane. But we had to get back to regular car mode so that when we land, we can regenerate the boost. But I didn't stay on the wheels long enough. But we've cleared quite a bit of our normal damage descent run from that very first jump. And of course, barely cleared the tower there. But this has me way off course from where I should be. Like, way off course. Is that going to prevent me from boosting again? Nah, of course not. Why would I not boost again? Right over the railroad tracks, and now we are in... Oh, somebody has lock on me. Ooh, tree, but watch this. I'm not the only one that hits this tree. Bam. Hi, Sven. I think it's Sven. Pretty sure it's Sven. Yeah, somebody else nailed the tree as well. I wanted to get back down to the course a little bit here before I hit the boost again, and boom, got saved by a light pole or a power pole. Kept me from shooting way past the finish line. And we're down 1 minute, 1 second, probably one of the fastest since we've ever had. Let's take a look at the damage on the Toreador. Most of the lights are gone. There is a bit of front bumper damage and some slight body damage. Of course, colors are all back to normal because it's daylight, so I didn't have to do anything to adjust colors. We'll take a look at our support vehicles, and yeah, you know, it is about as you would expect. But that's going to bring us to our next vehicle. The Grotti Brioso 300. So, little tiny cars that don't have a whole lot of grip and don't have a whole lot of power don't really fare well in the snow, to be honest. They struggle a bit. And that's going to be true of the 300. However, two other brave people are in it. Sven's in a Bestia, I believe, and then for some reason, Donkey brought the Zaba. I don't know how that ties into the whole Grotti theme, but it was funny seeing the Zaba struggle, and it did struggle bad to try to get up and down the mountain. Got a business battle going, but of course we're going to completely ignore it, as the Brioso already is trying its best to flip over and do a turtle impersonation. But you can see not a whole lot of speed here. Mainly because, one, it's an underpowered little compact. But two, when it does get up into its power band, the wheels start spinning. So it doesn't have the grip in the snow to be able to put that power down. Pardon that long silence there. I have the sniffles, as usual. Allergies. I think I'm allergic to my mom's dog. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Good reason to get rid of that dog. I don't like the dog. Anyway, yeah, you can see we're already in a world of hurt here. This is... I just couldn't carry any speed up here. And now it won't go down in the first gear, where we can hopefully get some better gearing, and that's as far as we're going to get on this run. Of course, that messed up Commander Hobo's run, because he had to go around me, and the bushes slowed him down. So we're both going to slowly drive backwards. There's the Zaba. You can see it's doing great. It's just now caught up to where we are. Couldn't quite manage to steer around us. Managed to hit a Hobo. That Bastia, though, is a champ in the snow. If you're looking for a car to drive in the snow, Grotti Bastia is phenomenal in the snow. It's a lot of fun to drive, because you can see Sven there just sliding around, but you can control it real easy, too. It's a lot of fun. So, managing to stay in the first gear, a lot of wheel spin happening, but we're moving ever so slowly forward, is what I'm trying to say, and we're right there at the edge, and that's where the grip gave out, and I was so disappointed. I really thought I had it. I really did. 2.5 minutes in, somebody in a Brioso is way down there at the side. Just nailed a tree. I think that's Dark Doctor. I'm not sure. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, so I'm just going to back up to where I can get a little bit of a run again and hope for the best. Because I got so close that time. If I can get this thing to stay in a low gear and find just enough grip, but it's not wanting to stay in that low gear. Finally got it back down at first, but it wants to shift up. There, it shifted. And that was pretty much the end of it. It just didn't want to shift. It's still going, but it's not enough. And because it's not enough, sadly, that means that it's gonna, DNF. Yeah. You got a DNF out of the Brioso 300. But I got bumped up a little bit by Sven and his Brioso so that we could do a damage descent. Him kind of ramming the back of the car at a strategic time got me up the mountain. Everybody else managed to get up through the aid of the cargo bob. And we're going to be able to throw this thing off the mountain because... Ow, wow, that took a lot of my health. Because it's a lot of fun to watch a tiny little Italian car fly down the mountain like this. I mean, I think it's a lot of fun. But it's definitely taken a beating already. Yeah, we've lost a door, and we're in danger of losing other body panels already. There's Hobo. Not the first time we're going to see Hobo very up close and personal. Trust me, not the only time. I don't remember why Donkey died. Oh yeah, he got his Zaba stuck in a tree because Sven intentionally knocked him off the mountain sideways. Got out to hit it with the up and atomizer, and then he fell. So, yeah. Zaba, poor choice in vehicle selection, but it's okay. So down into the first tunnel, and a nice transition, honestly. Didn't really nail the exit, but that's okay. Coming up to our tunnel, and I thought for a minute Hobo was going to try to fly the cargo bomb through there. I was just waiting for the explosion. I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Because of that little impact with the bridge, Hobo's cargo bob is now smoking profusely. Yeah, look at that. It's just belching smoke. Doesn't keep it from doing something cool here, though. Almost made it up out of the little muddy ravine. But I'm going to have to go back up here, try to get a little speed, and do my best to get up. And we are up just in time to see Sven get kidnapped by Hobo. And we are down 1 minute, 56 seconds. So let's take a look at the damage on the Brioso. Most of the windows, the rear lights, the right door missing. Trunk left door and hood won't close. There are bent wheels as a pole comes to say hello. And there is minor body damage. And we will take a look at all of the support vehicles in this shot right here as the Zaba takes out one of the 300s. We need the Dark Doctor. You don't get to park backwards anymore. It messes up the shot. No more. Don't do it anymore. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this Will It Off-Road in the Snow. That helicopter is very, very loud. And until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.